Okay, I have another book for you. I always loved this one as well. Primarily because when I was a little girl, Paw Patrol and Frozen and some of these wonderful shows that you guys love to watch didn't exist. But when I was a kid, I used to watch Mr. Rogers. Some of you might be familiar with Daniel Tiger now. And I used to watch Sesame Street. And I loved a character in Sesame Street. And his name was Grover. And he was so silly. And so this was a book that I had growing up. And it was The Monster at the End of the Book. And I always thought it was such a fun story. So I wanted to share it with you today. This is also a golden book, but it was written by John Stone and illustrated by Mike Smolin. And of course, it incorporates Grover. So this is a very dull page. What is on the next page? I'm not really interested. Grover's a little bit impatient sometimes. Wait, what did that say? On the first page, what did that say? Did that say there was a monster at the end of this book? It did? Oh, I am so scared of monsters. Shh! Listen, I have an idea. If you don't turn any more pages, we will never get to the end of this book. And that is good, because there's a monster at the end of this book. So please don't turn the page. Should we turn the page? What do you think? Oh my gosh! You turned the page! I didn't turn the page. I told you not to turn the page. Oh gosh, Grover's gonna get upset with us. Okay, maybe you do not understand. You see, turning pages will bring us to the end of this book. And there is a monster at the end of the book. Did you know that? I didn't know that. But this will stop you from turning pages. See? I am tying the pages together so you cannot. Grover really doesn't want us to turn the page. Should we turn it? I don't know. What do you think? You turned another page! You do not know what you are doing to me. Now stop turning the pages! Do you think we're upsetting Grover? I just wanted to see. Okay, there. I, Grover, am nailing this page to the next one so that you will not be able to turn it. And we will not get any closer to the monster at the end of this book. Oh, wow. He's putting a lot of effort into this. Do you think we should just stop? Or should we turn the next page? What do you think? All right. Do you know that every time you turn another page, you not only get us closer to the monster at the end of the book, but you make a terrible mess. Oops. I wonder who's going to clean that up. I guess we should. Hi, Rosie. Rosie wants to hear the story too. This will stop you from turning pages. A heavy, thick, solid, strong brick wall. I would just like to see you try to turn this page. I don't know. Grover's put in a lot of work into this. Do you think maybe we shouldn't turn the page? Should we just stop? But it's hard to stop in the middle of a book. What do you think, Rosie? What should we do? I'm going to turn the page. Do you know, you are very strong. Ooh, we knocked down the whole wall. The next page is the end of this book. And there's a monster at the end of this book. Oh, I'm so scared. Please do not turn the page. Please. What do you think? Should we stop? Or should we turn to the next page? What do you think? I'm going to take a peek. Oh, I think it's okay. Wow, look at that. This is the end of the book, and the only one here is me? I, lovable furry old Grover, am the monster at the end of this book? And you were so scared? I told you there was nothing to be afraid of. Did Grover tell us there was nothing to be afraid of? I think he was being silly. The end. Look at poor Grover. He said, "Oh, I'm so embarrassed." It's okay. Wasn't that a silly book? I guess being an only child, I would imagine having a conversation with Grover and that he and I were friends hanging out together. Because I spent a lot of time on my own. I had my family. I had my mom and my grandparents and my dad. But there was a lot of time where I had to entertain myself to play. And so I would read this book and I would pretend like Grover and I were having a conversation together. And it always made me happy. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time. Bye.